Shauna is an anime love interest. Proof number 3. The story will naturally and consistently steer into situations where she and the protagonist are a couple. Shauna is an anime love interest. Proof number 4. While every other character prepares for a fight, she participates in gender-specific busy work. Dart is an anime protagonist. Proof number 6. If he is ever on the verge of crushing defeat, some sort of new ability, plot armor, or powerful new ally will save him and enable the victory.
It's Gogeta!
Good evening, geeks, gamers, and blessed lunatics. I'm back with more Legend of Dragoon. Can't stay away from this game. Don't want to stay away from this game. I love this game. Alright, so we just got done beating Kongal and saving Hoax from invasion. Now we are on our way to the marshlands. Marshlands, wetlands, something like that. There's a fort under attack. The 7th fort, the 10th and 13th knighthoods. Marshland. Yeah, which knighthoods are being attacked isn't really the big deal. Just the fact that they're being attacked is the big deal. But we're not getting to the attack quite yet. We are going this way, and we are going to pick up some items. One of which is one of the repeat items. There is a series of items in the game that are extremely powerful, extremely potent, and when you use them, they go right back into your inventory after every use, after every battle. And the one that we're getting is actually one of the most useful ones, but not obviously useful. Oh, well, I messed that one up. Shauna with a kill! Woohoo! Alright, so let me switch additions. I don't need heavy damage right now. Oh, wow. Volcano's up to level 4, 61. I only need 19 more shots at it to max it out. And only 21 more shots at Harpoon to max it out. It's a good thing I'm going to be keeping Lavitz on the team for a bit longer. Get off the boat. Ooh, Spirit Potion. So, Spirit Potions are actually a rarity in this game. You use one, and it automatically gives 100 Spirit Points to whoever you use it on. Which is good in a pinch, but more often than not, I just use it as Spirit Point spam. And what I mean by that is you actually level up your Dragoons. And as your Dragoons get stronger, you get access to more spells. Your Dragoon stats go up. And eventually you get to the point where you get the Dragon Summons, which are not quite as cool as it sounds. Just gonna be honest. Honestly, a lot of the Dragon Summons just aren't worth it. It's an insane amount of mana. I'm just going to call it mana. An insane amount of mana spent on an incredibly powerful one-shot spell, honestly, more often than not, the mana's just better spent on the less expensive spells. I think the one dragon that I would say... There's only a couple of dragons where I would differ, where my opinion would differ. The white silver wing dragon is definitely one worth grabbing. It's definitely one worth using. And the... I think the red eye dragon summon is actually really good and efficient. I suppose if the dragon hits all enemies, it's worth it. And if it only hits one enemy, it's really not worth it. So the dragons that are worth it, red eye dragon, dark dragon. Yeah, I think dark dragon hits everyone. You know, I think that's it. I think that's all the dragons... Oh, no. So, I would say Earth Dragon, because, like the others, it hits all enemies, but the Earth character has the lowest magic attack stat in the game. So, using the dragon... Well, honestly, using spells at all with the Earth character is a severe waste of turns. Especially considering how hard the Earth character hits physically. And how easy it is to max out the Earth Dragoon's Dragoon Edition. So yeah, don't use magic with the Earth character. Just don't do it. Oh, snap. Yeah, there's really no winning in that situation. Whether the merman hit Lavitz or Dart with that Spear Frost, it was going to be quite a lot of damage. Because Lavitz just crumbles to magic, and Dart is fire, so Spear Frost is a water-based magic attack. There it is! Magic Stone of Signet. Incredibly... Oh, and a Stun Guard. Forgot about that. Do I have... I do! I now have 2 Stun Guards. That is awesome. Yeah, we'll leave the Night Shield on her. We'll just put a Poison Guard on Rose so that we can get that stupid bracelet off of her. There are creatures in this swamp that'll poison, so we'll just leave the Poison Guard on Lavitz. Wait a minute. Isn't there a... You know, I think the crocodile actually has a special attack that causes stun. But it's more often to just do that. So, stun, in my opinion, is actually one of the worst side effects in the game to actually deal with. It is easily a game ender sometimes. Well, I say easily, but it's very specific circumstances that lead to a stun lock. Stun in this game, if it just hits you and nothing else happens to you, it prevents your character from moving or acting at all for 3 turns, and then it naturally goes away. But if a character on stun gets hit by an attack, it automatically breaks the stun. Now, the problem is when, or if, I guess, you get into a fight with a pair of heavy-hitting defensive monsters whose basic attack, basically it's just a whole bunch of creatures that, are rhino stand-ins. Like, they're all based off rhinoceros or something like that. And the creature's base attack causes stun. And so, if the creature gets stun on all 3 of your active characters and then just uses that basic attack for the remainder of the game, and every time it attacks, it gets another stun, then you're basically just watching until your characters die. And I've had it happen several times where the stun just locks you out and the game says, "Congratulations, you're dead." One punch? One stab? Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's going to attack now. So yeah, that attack could cause poison. It didn't this time. But even if it tried to, Lavitz has the poison guards. So, good decision to keep it on there. Alright, so this is not necessarily a bad area to get experience. There's some okay stuff that drops. And when I say okay stuff that drops, I'm mostly referring to items that I can sell and get money off of because there's no other use for it. Okay, I guess this is something good to point out. So, Lavitz, 231 health. Dart, 210 health. Shauna, 144. Rose, 168. Men, women. Men, women. Like, seriously. What the hell? Creators of this game were like, oh yes, women have such less vitality than we do. I'd like to see a man go through childbirth and see if they hold that same opinion. Alright, so basically, the next, 7 encounters is exactly this. One fire-type Ceredian soldier and one water-type Ceredian soldier. Sandoran, sorry. Sandoran soldiers. So based on what I remember, the fire type hits harder, has higher defense, and is just generally a pain. And the water type has lower defense, higher health, and is faster, and is also incredibly likely to use magic. And since it's water type, it's a Spear Frost, which is very bad for Dart. And since it's magic, it's very bad for Lavitz. All right. So far, so good. And fun fact, if you choose the other option, you retreat and you start all of them, you start the entire process over again. Which is almost hilarious, because that would suggest your, all those knights came back to life. Yep. Still very glad to have the Knight Shield on Shauna. Now, if Lavitz can't outspeed this guy, he can. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, okay. We got a process going. At this point, my goal is to get through this entire area without getting spear frosted once. So you'll let me leave dead? I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Dad jokes. Yeah, we'll go over here. Okay. I might be making a mistake, but I'm going to try this out. Shift it up a little bit. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Alright, so I should be... This should be death for the water type one. Yep, okay. And basically, if either of the guys hit this one, he's dead. There we go. Alright, so far so good. And Dart leveled up! Huh. Burning Rush. Okay, so I know that I'm a little bit behind in levels. I'm usually... Because I usually get Burning Rush during the fight with Kongal, or right after the fight with Kongal. A couple of times when I've, you know, taken my time and did some grinding as the game progresses, I've actually gone against Kongal with Burning Rush. Which, now that I say that out loud, sounds hilarious, because Burning Rush, Dart actually has a trifecta right now. He's got Double Slash, which is kind of even. Decent damage, decent SP, or rather, average damage, average SP, spirit points. Volcano is high damage and low spirit points. And Burning Rush is low damage, high spirit points. And most of the characters have a smattering of additions that can be qualified as I just described. And then, generally speaking, the final addition of each character, once it's maxed out, is high damage, high spirit points. And I'm pretty sure that that is the case with all of them. It also tends to be the longest edition for each character. And for some characters, it's actually their hardest edition. And for others, it's their easiest. Ooh, Sun Rhapsody. That's a nice drop. Sun Rhapsody refills magic points. So, in the middle of a battle, you need to use some of those awesome spells. Sun Rhapsody. Sun Rhapsody will definitely be used on Shauna and Rose. I can see using it on Lavitz as well. Lavitz has not very good magic damage, but he does have an awesome utility spell at Dragoon level 2. And it is one that I will consistently use in the right circumstances if needed. A lot, actually. I'll, of course, need to remember that I have it. But based on the fact that I'm already kind of under-leveled for this point in the game, I'm thinking Dragoons and the utility stuff is going to be more important to me than usual. And I screwed it up. Yep. Yeah, I missed it. Daggone it. Man. Almost. Almost had it. That's right. Take that mass damage attack and go against the heaviest defense on the team right now. Healing potions. And, you know, I think I'd put money on Shauna gaining a level with the boss. Well, I guess he's rather a mini-boss. If he was a real boss, he's definitely not that impressive. Oh yeah, he comes with 2 soldiers. Forgot about that. Okay. Daggone it, get away from Shauna! Although, let's give the commander some credit. He did attack the archer first. Alright, 1 down. You know what? We'll just have Shauna attack the commander and start whittling away down on him. Oh, yeah! Shauna does extra damage to the commander because she's got the sparkle arrow. And the commander is dark type. Okay, I messed that one up. Okay, so now the commander has even more reason to be going after Shauna because she just... She pokes him for a lot. Uh-oh. Lavitz has taken a knee. Oh. That was the wrong target. Need to get rid of this Sandora soldier. Oh, snap. Wow. I went through like 4 healing potions in this matchup. Well, I guess I'm going through about 4 healing potions in this matchup. It's a good thing we're headed back to Bale after this marshland encounter. Oh, snap! And Shauna is stunned. That is what stun looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Ouch. That's a significant hit. Alright. And stun is gone because he attacked her. Boom! Oh, good night. Shauna has 2 more experience to get to level 7. 2. That's it. There it is. All right, so we're up to 10 Stardust. We get our next weapon for Lavitz. Wow! His weapon attack goes from 4 to 19. That is powerful. And we get a second War God's Amulet. Now, War God's Amulet, if you notice on my stats, there's an attack hit and an M hit, an A hit and M hit. A hit is the percentage, basically your accuracy of physical attacks is A hit, and your accuracy for magic attacks is M hit. Right now, because of the Salet, Lavitz's natural attack hit is 110%. With the War God's Amulet, it's 130. So basically, it's a 130% chance to hit. Basically, the enemy's evasion, is going to be reduced from that percentage, and that's your percentage, your likelihood of hitting an enemy. The War God's Amulet is very good at stopping evasive enemies from, well, evading, which is going to come in real handy against those birds. Speaking of, we will do our best to try and find one of those birds, and for the first time this game, kill one. So I didn't notice this until just now, but Lavitz is, I think, only about 2 or 3 experience away from gaining a level. So this enemy set is going to put Shauna and Lavitz up a level. Haha! All right, well, I'm thinking the enemies in this area have just gone from, you know, moderately annoying to really annoying, because they're just going to be time takers. Boom. Alrighty, so there's a Sun Rhapsody. Let's take a look at additions again, because Lavitz, well, double slash is getting up there. Harpoon! We just maxed out Harpoon, okay? So 50 SP, 150% damage, not impressive. Not impressive at all. But, unfortunately, it's more impressive than freaking Spinning Cane right now, which is what we're moving on to. Alright. Alright, so we'll leave the marshland behind. We'll head towards Bale. We got a couple of things we can do in Bale. Find Martel and get the physical ring. And then, oh yeah, so that's Spinning Cane. Pretty straightforward. Thankfully, Lavitz did just get the lance as his new weapon, so he's still doing a lot of damage, even though his addition is, well, not so good right now. So, there is a single character, there's a couple of character changes that go through the roster. In the future, there will be characters that end up switching out for other characters. And Lavitz is one of them. And he's replaced with a character with identical stats and identical additions. The only difference is, the new characters' additions look different. They're timed different. They're a very different style. For good reason. But where Lavitz additions are basically kind of humdrum and boring until you get to, like, Gust of Wind Dance, this other character's additions are flashy and fun and very high-paced. What is that, you ask? Why does Lavet switch out? I am not at liberty to discuss I am not at liberty to discuss story spoilers with you at this time. Just know that there is a reason for Lavet to switch out later on in the story. Huh! I just realized Rose's defense, her physical defense, is 1 less than Lavet's right now, and it's actually 5 higher than Dart. And they're all the same level now. Yeah, so Rose is easily the most imposing of the female characters in terms of combat ability. Her magic attack and her physical attack are both decent. She's really a glass cannon. She's faster than Dart, and she does a lot of damage, and her additions support that really well. In fact, I would say Rose has the best mix of additions. And what I mean by that is all of her additions are good. Like, I wouldn't say there's a bad addition among them. With Lavet's, it's easy to say that Spinning Cane is a bad addition for him, just because it doesn't get him a lot of spirit points, and it doesn't really do a lot of damage, and it's a 3-hit addition. But with Rose, I don't think there's a single dud in her lineup. Some hard ones, for sure, like difficult additions to pull off, but no bad additions at all. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's sell first. Armed. Get rid of the spear. Get rid of the bracelet. Okay, that's it. I have 3 healing potions, a single healing breeze. Still have 6 Angel's Prayer. Go figure. We'll get rid of a body purifier, because we're about to head to an area that has a lot. We've got a bunch of enemies that drop body purifiers. We'll get rid of the attack ball because it's random and it's just not good. We'll keep these 2. And this is the Magic Stone of Signet, or the Magic Sig Stone. Its description is blocks enemies' move for 3 turns. And the repeat signifies that it's an item that goes back to your inventory after you use it. Forgot I was supposed to buy stuff. I'll carry a couple Spear Frost with me into the next areas. So yeah, basically, the Signet Stone, it basically freezes an enemy and prevents them from taking action over their next 3 turns. Yep, there she is, Martell! Knowing Old Geezer. I never noticed that name. That's a terrible name. Lavis discounts the Stardust as a fairy tale. So basically, Stardust are the Dragon Balls. So it seems useless, but gave 10 Stardust. Boom! Physical ring. This is, honestly, one of the best items in the game. In terms of rare application for a powerful item, this is amazing. So, physical ring raises maximum HP by 50%. So I put the physical ring on, and Shauna's health goes from 168 to 252. That is higher than Dart, and only 12 short of Lavitz. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Shauna has the highest HP of all the female characters. But you never know, because she's almost always a level behind, which is not usually the case in my run-throughs. I think, yeah, I think the Night Shield is still a better item for her. Now, Rose, on the other hand, she can definitely benefit from the physical ring, because she has that, you know, higher defense than Shauna, with the combat capability to go with it. So I think I will keep the physical ring on her for a while. Not that she's going to be prevalent on my team anytime soon. I mean, she will be later on, but not at the moment. And now that I've actually thought about it, I probably should have gone to the inn before. Or, sorry, I should have waited to go to the inn until after I put the physical ring on a character. Because I've spent 20 gold on inn visits today. How dare I? Alright, so I don't remember what you get for accomplishing this, but we're going to find ourselves a yellow bird or 3, and we're going to kill some yellow birds. This is not a yellow bird. How did I know? Well, the music, in fact. I'm thinking either of the guys could one-shot that thing. Alright. Let's try this again. Nope. Another slime. Alright, let's try this out. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, so there's a sweet spot when dealing with these things. You want at least one hit in before you throw the stone. Okay. Alright, so these things have an obnoxious evasion level. That's 2. Three. Okay, the 6 stone has been used up. Last shot. Got him. 4 health. It's all they've got. And that is how you beat them. And the yellow bird gives 300 gold. How do you like that slot machine? Oh, snap. No, no. All right, so all of these creatures, these special monsters, they're found in the overworld. They're not found anywhere else. So this spot right here, in between the crossroads and Bale, that's the sweet spot where you find the yellow birds. And I found another one. All right, that's 1. Throw the stone. Two damage. Three damage. Miss. Got him. Like I said, there's an art to beating these things. I figured this one's art out a while ago. A long, long while ago. And this isn't even the best overworld special monster when it comes to gold. There is one in the first disc, which is arguably easier to beat, but it has other consistencies that make it really difficult to deal with. But that one gives you 600 gold and a spirit potion. Oh, I was talking about spirit points and spirit potions earlier. Uh-oh. Ah! Alright, so this is one of those obscure side effects that I was talking about earlier in the past episodes. This is arms blocking. So now, Shauna cannot physically attack. At all. Until I get that dealt with. Ugh. Okay, so Dart just gained a Dragoon level. So he's Dragoon level 2. And he learned a new magic spell, Explosion. Alright, I'll get back to arms blocking in a second. Alright, so as your Dragoon level increases, so does your magic points and the number of spirit points you can have at a single time. At level 1, you can only have 100 spirit points, and it takes 100 spirit points for 1 round as a Dragoon. At level 2, Dart can have 200 spirit points, can have a max MP of 40, and learns his second spell, and his Dragoon stats go up. I think he gained like 15% in Dragoon attack and like 10% in Dragoon defense. Explosion costs more MP, but it's also a multi-hit attack. It'll hit all enemies on the screen. Which also means it does slightly less damage than Flame Shot, but when you're dealing with multiple enemies that you need to deal with, it's actually a really good attack. So, let me double check something as well, because... Okay, yeah, Shauna is no longer arms blocking. Arms blocking only lasts for the battle. Thank goodness. Because most physical remedies that don't, take care of themselves stick with you even after you go to an inn. If we beat this yellow bird, we'll move on. I'm not going to spend the entire time grinding gold. Wow. Well, I guess the yellow bird was as eager for us to get along then... Wait, what? It dropped a cloak. Wait. I didn't know they dropped elude cloaks. What? Dude! I had no idea! That is outstanding! Dude, Elude Cloak is an amazing weapon. Like, that's an amazing accessory. So, you'll actually see it not too far away from now, but there's an enemy that drops Spirit Cloaks. It's a terrible drop rate. And so I've spent hours trying to farm Spirit Cloaks off these things. But Spirit Cloaks are really good because that accessory gives a 20% evasion rate for magic attacks. And a 1 out of 5 chance for magic to miss is extremely good odds. I have won against bosses because I've had that 20% evasion. But to now have an Elude Cloak in my retinue, that is amazing. I may, after one of these recording sessions, go grind for Elude Cloaks and get 3. Because, and this is fair warning to everyone, I am going to grind for 3 Spirit Cloaks. Because Spirit Cloaks are just bonkers good. There are some very, very powerful magic attacks later on. And even the characters that have decent magic defense could always use a little, oops, you missed me, in their lives. Okay, so the game's starting to skip a little bit. Crocodile, meet Arrow. Oh, I keep reminding myself to check Double Slash's stats. Oh, no. Oh boy, my game's having an issue right now. Alright, so stopping and starting the recording seems to have done the trick. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay right now. Alright, so that's right. I was going to take a look. Yeah, okay, double slash is almost maxed out. We will definitely switch to Burning Rush as soon as that is maxed out. Spinning Cane. Yeah, and that's another annoying thing. Rose is... she only has 4 additions. No surprise, really. Well, this is getting interesting. Man, the game is having real issues right now. My gosh. Well, you know, obviously my game is telling me that it's we've played enough today. And I think I'm going to agree with it for now. See if I can't make it a little better next time. But until the next time, I hope you've enjoyed this. And KaijuKnight is out.